And see, we have some breaking news out of Old Trafford, which means that Manchester United have done a managerial appointment. We said how close Ruben Amorin was to Old Trafford. He is now announced as Manchester United's brand new head coach. Ruben Amorin is the new manager starting from the 11th of November, which means that he's in and sealed on a 2.5-year deal, which is a very good move because we wanted him, which means I was only filming a Ten Hag second video on Monday, and it's now Friday. So that was a very, very, very quick turnaround from the Ten Hag, from Eric being sacked to Ruben coming in from Sporting. He's still only very, very young. He's only 39 years of age. He is a very good manager. Now, in terms of manager, he's only managing Sporting, but he is one of the managers that could take Man United and their team to a whole different level. If you haven't seen him manage Sporting, he is a very good manager. He's won the Premier Liga, which is Liga Portugal in his first season with Sporting. They've got they're currently I think second or first in Liga Portugal, and he'll join Old Trafford he will be a world light to this club. He's good. We'll obviously have Jetman, and we'll obviously get Mark's opinion as well. But we thought it would already been announced this weekend before the game tonight in the league, but it's been announced already. They've jumped the gun. Haven't and Ineos. They've done something quickly. Our sixth permanent manager since 2013, since Sir Alex Ferguson hanged up his managerial his blazer. Let's just say that. Our sixth permanent manager since that. Which means that Ruud van Nistelrooy has 3 games left of interim charge of Man United, which means that he'll play Chelsea weekend, PAOK in the Europa League on Thursday, and then his last league game is against Leicester City on the 10th, and then on the 11th, where Ruben Amorim will take over as full-time manager of Manchester United. Now let's head over to Jack and to Mark to see what they think about Ruben Amorim.
I was expecting that at 12 o'clock today, although I probably should have done. Manchester United is delighted to announce the appointment of Ruben Amorim as head coach of the Man United first team, subject to work visa requirements. He will join United in June 2027. No, he will join until June. Oh, God, no. He will join on the 11th of November, but he will be manager until June 2027 with a club option of an additional year once he has fulfilled his obligation to his current club, which is Sporting. He will join Man United on Monday, the 11th of November. Ruben is one of the most exciting and highly rated young coaches in European football, highly decorated as both player and coach. His titles include winning the...
So Manchester United are set to appoint Ruben Amorim as their new head coach, with the club ready to pay Sporting Lisbon the €10 million to allow Amorim to leave. Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. As I say, today is all about Ruben Amorim, man. But what does the appointment of Ruben Amorim mean for Manchester United going forward? Can this season somewhat be saved? So in terms of Amorim's system, boys, very, very similar to Ten Hag, as I say there, man. You know, he's played a 3-4-3, as I say, and more specifically, a 3-4-2-1. And it's based on high possession, flexible attacking approaches, and a strong defensive foundation. So many of those words, you know, strong defensive foundation, Ten Hag like that, you know, from his time at Ajax, but also then, as I say, but then obviously that United, many times this season we've give up the ball, many times in the last 2 seasons under Eric, we've give up the ball, you know, home or away, you know, many times at Old Trafford we've seen it, man, the crowd getting restless after 5 minutes because we start really, really slow and literally hand the initiative to the you know, in front of 75,000 of our own fans. It's a bit of a joke. So yeah, the high possession, you know, we're reading here, Amorim, you know, high possession, you know, high possession, dominate the game, but he's got that, you know, that creativity, that flexible attacking side to him as well, you know, despite a few games games over Ten Hag's reign, creativity and chance creation in games was very, very low. So, as I say, man, that was one of our bigger problems, right? And then obviously, in recent games, the ironic thing is, before Ten Hag was sacked, like the West Ham game, the chance creation was high, we just couldn't bloody score, but the clinicality wasn't there, right? We weren't clinical. Seems quite similar on paper from what we're hearing, in terms of the tactics. Obviously, yes, they run a different system, you know, obviously with the Amorin running the back three. But, yeah, the big thing with that back three, man, the 3-4-3 formation, right? Or
Total Football, and this is big breaking news because Manchester United have confirmed the appointment of head coach Ruben Amorin. Let's get straight to it. Let's go live to Lisbon, where our reporter Gail Davis has been following the story this week. Gail, what are the details of this deal?
Well, we were promised, weren't we, yesterday by Ruben Amorim himself that the soap opera was coming to a close. And finally, Manchester United have announced the appointment of him as head coach. A statement a few minutes ago reads that Manchester United is delighted to announce the appointment of Ruben Amorim as head coach of the men's first team, subject to work visa requirements. He signed a contract until June 2027 with a club option of an additional year. He will join Manchester United on Monday the 11th of November. That's, of course, after the international break, once he has fulfilled his obligations with Sporting. Ruben is one of the most exciting and highly rated young coaches in European football, highly decorated as both a player and a coach. His titles include winning the Premier League twice in Portugal with Sporting, the first of which was the club's first title in 19 years. Ruud van Nistelrooy will continue to take charge of the team until Ruben...
Yes, thank you, Jack. Thank you, Mark. And that will bring this video that I didn't think I would be making this early on this season. Well, I don't think I know about making it, but not this quickly after the Eric Ten Hag sacking. Well, just shows that we are getting white and better with our new owners now. I thought, like and subscribe, and I will see you on Monday for what will be Ruben Amorim's last game as in Champions League for Sporting Club Portugal before he moves to the Europa League and to Manchester United. So, boys, stay tuned for Monday, and let's see what Amorim can do come 11th of November. Alright, fans, let's go, boys. This future begins. Let the Amorim era begin on 11th of November. Let's go, like and subscribe.